All right, good evening, everybody. This is Steve Mencarini. I'm doing my response for module number 3, and I appreciate everybody's videos for this week about religion and heterosexism. And I first wanted to mention, just kind of go through everybody's videos and then kind of have an overarching thought kind of at the end. First, I appreciated Zach's video. Appreciated kind of the level of the moving on from tolerance. You know, where we're really looking for more than just tolerance, but acceptance and support and admiration and appreciation. I appreciated those pieces. And I also recognized that the quote that he pulled out about it's not that religion has been politicized, but that politics has been religionized. When I read that, I paused and thought about that quote as well. I thought that was a really interesting kind of piece. For his, I think that one of the P's that I had not thought of in my video was the policy piece. I thought about the programming and the practice piece, but not the policy piece. So what are we doing for non-majority religions and non-majority sexual orientations that creates a welcoming environment for all? And so I really need to think more about kind of that policy piece. For Adina's piece video, I appreciated your exploration of Christian privilege and heterosexualism, and understanding the awareness and moving from awareness into that welcoming and loving environment. So I appreciate your video. For Krista, you know, for me, I was thinking about kind of those environments that you had talked about in your last slide. Those different types of environments that really make an impact, and so you know, the residence halls and the academic and in the religious spaces and those types of things. I appreciated that. Then I also was thinking about what environments we needed to add to that list for students to feel like they have a part of community. So it's not just kind of in the general spaces, but also in individual spaces where those students would have environments that they could feel comfortable going to. And so I was thinking about that kind of during your video. For Chris, I think I recognize kind of the disequilibrium that is experienced when students have been brought up by a certain faith and religion, and then your identity is against something that is against one of those religious backgrounds, and so religious tenets. And so I kind of definitely recognized that, and I also appreciated your comments on Blumenfield's piece about being a part of the system, being a part of the consequences, and part of that is, you know, the good thing is that we're part of the system, so how do we go and change the system now that we're aware of what the systems are? And so I appreciate that. I think kind of in my last few moments here, I want to talk about my overarching theme of a realization that we're really talking about years of programming before these students step on to our campuses. And so what are those explicit and implicit messages about what is acceptable related to other religions and non-majority sexual orientation that students have been receiving well prior to our receiving them on our campuses. And so it's not just recognizing that these are blank slates who are coming, and that we're able to have these creative, welcoming environments, and then everybody's going to be happy. But recognizing that this is going to take years and consistent cultural messages of what is acceptable on our campuses related to welcoming environments for non-majority religions and non-majority sexual orientations. And part of that is not only just the realization, but just understanding it's going to take a long period of time for folks to move to the lower end of what Zach's talked about for moving on from tolerance. So with that, I'm going to wrap up, and I hope everybody enjoys the rest of the week.